Your heart will not first agree to whatever we are trying to learn, but that's easy. Okay. Before we learn our topic, we'll be discussing today on something called atomic mass. Atomic mass. And before we go into atomic mass, let us first understand two numbers that we have discussed so far with respect to any element, right? Let's say we have an element, say oxygen. So we have two numbers out here. The number that we write as a Z or Z is known as the atomic number. So you have Z out here and you have A out here. The Z stands for the atomic number. This is the atomic number, and this is equal to the count of the number of protons. ये बताया था, भूल गए सब, खा लिए हो. And this is known as the mass number. This is equal to the number of nucleons. So this is known as the number of, very good. This is known as the number of nucleons. And nucleons means what? Protons and neutrons. नहीं पढ़ रहे हो घर पे? क्यों नहीं बता पाए इसको? ये तो हमने बताया था. फिर क्या फायदा होता है ये सब सिखाने का? Nucleons. ऑक्सीजन का कितना है? ऑक्सीजन का है 8 and 16. Have you understood this? This we will be using a lot. ये कॉन्सेप्ट आपको किसी क्लास में बताएगा नहीं, पर आप ऐसे कुछ अभी पॉइंट्स बताएंगे, इमीडिएटली यू विल गेट इनटू कंफ्यूजन, राइट? ये एक चीज आपको जानना चाहिए. इसके अलावा विल गेट टू नो समथिंग मोर. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट अ पेयर इज सेट फॉर अ काउंट ऑफ 2. A triplet is set for a count of 3. Okay, and when you say a dozen, that means the count is for 12. Okay. Now, when particles are very small, very small, then we can't use these count. Even if say I would have sprinkled some mustard on this floor, can I say 1 mustard, 2 mustard? So many mustard seeds will be on the floor. But we are talking at particles which are very small, dust particles, ions, atoms. They're very small. So we take a separate count, and that is known as mole. Right? Earlier this concept was in grade 9, now it has been removed. But in 11, nobody teaches you, we just bang it on you. So you need to understand what is a mole. Many people get confused. Mole is some high-end topic. Nothing. Mole is a count. Nothing to do with chemistry. It's a count. 1 mole is a count which is equal to 6.022 or 23 into 10 to 6.022. We'll take it. 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. This is a huge count. And this number should be memorized. 1 mole is a count of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Earlier we also had, what do you call, topics like Avogadro's number. Now they have all been taken away. उतना नहीं करेंगे. Time रहेगा 9th के बाद तो वो भी सीखेंगे. ये चीज एक याद रखिए. Mole. Mole को इतना, don't take it so much with a headache. It's simple. It's a count. जैसे pair होता है, वैसे triplet होता है, dozen होता है, वैसे बहुत छोटे छोटे अनगिनत होने से हम उसे मोल से कहते हैं. 1 mole is very big. 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Have you understood? Right. Now, if you look into your, what do you call, periodic tables or any problems, they will tell you that oxygen का जो atomic mass है ना, atomic mass means what? Mass of one atom. They will show you that oxygen's atomic mass is 16 gram. They will show you. Periodic table में भी लिखा रहेगा, ऊपर लिखा रहेगा the atomic mass is or 16.00 or 15.99. It will be written 16 grams. Are you understanding? क्या हुआ बेटो? 16 grams. हाँ, सारे problems में रहेगा. जब से आप problems करोगे 16 grams लिखा रहेगा. Oxygen is 16 grams. Nitrogen हम 14 grams लेते हैं. CO2 like that. CaCO3 is taken as say 100 grams. Now the question that comes to our mind is that atomic mass of oxygen, they will say that this is 16 grams. Now this is a big dispute. Do you know cardamom? Ilaichi? Have you seen ilaichi? One ilaichi, one ilaichi, 1 clove of ilaichi, as I say. What should be its weight? 3 gram? 4 gram? Have you seen high-tech point ink bottles? They're having how much of ink in them? Maximum 5 ml. 5 ml. So one ilaichi would be how much? Roughly say 3 grams. Can you see the ilaichi with your naked eye? Yes. Can you see the oxygen atom with your naked eye? No. Then how does this fellow have 16 grams as the atomic mass? That's a big question. When an ilaichi will be how much? 5 grams. 3 grams, and one ilachi is not even 5 grams. It will be 1 gram or 2 gram. How can one oxygen atom be 16 grams, nitrogen be 14 grams? Matlab some garbari is there which we do not understand. So let's try to understand. Okay. Now, in order to understand this, I'll again take you back to these calculation and numbers. We need to understand something more. Okay. Now, the atomic mass is the mass of an atom of an element. Very good. It is the mass of an atom of an element, and mass is always measured in kg. But the fellow whom we are trying to measure is so light that kg does not make any sense. Neither does gram make any sense. So how do we measure it? Okay. The measurement of atomic mass is not direct. इसको हम direct measurement नहीं है. So this is a comparative measurement. This is comparative. Means it's something like this. Forget how to understand comparative. We have now gone into a planet, and in that planet, you have gone, who has got the idea of kg and grams and all, but aliens live there. Imagine, वहाँ पे aliens रहते हैं, and in that alien, amongst them alien, I am also one alien. Okay, I am one alien and I stay in that planet, and it's me. I'm like the king out there. Have you understood? And everything there is spoken in my name. Try and imagine. So you went there and somebody asked you, what is your mass or something? How much is your weight? You said 40 kg. They don't understand anything about 40 kg. They say, how many Jaideeps are you? Are you understanding? How many Jaideeps are you? So say, for example, I'm just saying, if my weight is say 80 kg and you have gone to that planet, this is you, and your weight is say 40 kg, you can't say 40 kg. They don't understand that 40 kg. They understand everything with respect to this fellow. So what you'll say, I am half JD. Acha, half JD. And then another child went, who is 80 kg, to that planet. If they ask you what is your mass, what will you say? I'm 1 JD. And somebody went there who is 160 kg, he is 2 JD. कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं है. You are habituated to buy everything in rupees. When you go to a foreign country, say US, and everything converts into dollar, then you are speaking dollar in those days. Is $1 equal to 1 rupee? No. But you do that calculation. The similar is the example out here. No element will be measured directly. Every element will be measured in comparison with one Jaideep element. Are you understanding? This is the oxygen. This can be helium. This can be nitrogen. This can be phosphorus. There is somebody who is a standard. That standard in chemistry is the element carbon. बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, जरा देखते हैं. चलिए, ठीक है, और थोड़ा सा समझने से आप समझ जाओगे. So this is a comparative measurement where everyone is compared with carbon. Now you don't know what is isotope, so no, don't bang your head on isotope. Carbon has got 6 as its what? Atomic number, and 12 as its mass number. So every element will be now compared in terms of carbon. You are an element. Are you lighter than carbon? Are you equal to carbon? Or are you heavier to carbon? You equal to carbon to banega nahi. Carbon is only equal to carbon. So you can be either lighter than carbon or you can be heavier than carbon. Now that is relative. I am lighter than carbon. Good. She is also lighter than carbon. Now the question comes, between two of us, who is lighter? So we need some numbers to be associated. Are you understanding? I am lighter than carbon. She is also lighter than carbon. But between us, who is lighter? So you now need to give some numbers. In order to give some numbers, you have to first assign a number to carbon. इसको भी तो एक number देना पड़ेगा. So carbon has been assigned a atomic mass of 12. Carbon को 12 assign कर दिया गया है. है carbon, तुम्हारी mass कितनी है? 12. And 12 तो इसको कुछ एक unit भी देना पड़ेगा. ये unit है AMU. AMU stands for atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit. This is how we have learned in our school days. But nowadays nobody says AMU. This AMU is replaced only by U. क्या इतना तक आपको समझ में आया है? All the elements in the periodic table will be compared with carbon, and carbon has been assigned a mass of how much? 12 atomic mass units. This is not gram, this is not kg, but in their planet it is a new unit of measurement which is called AMU, atomic mass unit. कैसे लिखते हैं? पहले की किताबों में AMU लिखते थे, अब कैसे लिखते हैं? Only U. Is this much understood? So if somebody asks you, carbon, what is your atomic mass? So she says, my atomic mass is 12U. Is this understood? U stands for atomic mass unit. Now question comes, that is fine. This is our standard. ये तो हमने standard को define कर दिया है. Now all the other fellows have to be compared. They may be either less than this or more than this. In the example before, I gave an example that in that planet there is one King Jaideep who is 80 kg, and say suppose somebody comes with 40 kg, he's said as what? Half Jaideep, because you are comparing him to the full mass of Jaideep. Please understand. You came as a 40 kg guy, you are comparing yourself with the full mass of Jaideep. Now there is another twist in that also. थोड़ा समझो, ये थोड़ा पेचीदा है. You will not compare yourself with the full mass of Jaideep. You will compare yourself with 1/10 the mass of Jaideep. What was my weight? 80 kg. तो मेरा 1/10 कितना हुआ? 8 kg. अब तुम कितने kg से आए उस planet में? 40 kg. Now how much are you? 5 JD. Are you understanding? How many of you understood this, what I'm trying to say? If you have not understood, please raise your hands, okay? You are not allowed to compare your mass with 100% of my mass. You will compare your mass to only 1/10 of my mass. I am 80 kg. So what is my 1/10? 8 kg. You are a 40 kg prani in that planet. So you will report as what? I am 5 JD. 5 JD. So people think, are you 5 times of JD? No, it is understood. In that planet, everybody compares to 1/10 of JD. Have you understood? Here also we have a catch like this. None of the atoms will be compared on 100% of carbon. They all will be compared on 1/12 of the mass of carbon. Wow, wow, stylish. Dekho. What is 1/12 of carbon's mass? 1 unit. Have you understood? So, अब मैं कुछ लिखने से डायरेक्टली लिखना मत. मैं लिखूंगा कुछ का जरूरी है लिखना. आप लिखने में ध्यान मत दीजिए. आप पढ़िए मैं क्या लिख रहा हूं. ओके. So we say atomic mass of an element, or rather, so are you now comparing your atomic mass on an absolute scale? No, we are not comparing on an absolute scale. What is absolute scale? You went to the shop and you bought 1 kg potato. Now you are not buying 1 kg potato. You are buying 2.5 times the amount of lauki that I bought. It's a relative weight. If I hide the lauki, you cannot say how much is your potatoes. Are you understanding? तो इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Atomic mass नहीं बोलते हैं, relative atomic mass बोलते हैं, क्योंकि जो भी आप बता रहे हो, that is in relation to carbon. Once carbon is गायब, you can't say what you are. You are in a new planet now. Are you understanding or not? So we say एटॉमिक मास की जगह पे एटॉमिक मास तो मास ऑफ एन एलिमेंट. अब हम बात कर रहे हैं, लिखिए कुछ मत, समझिए पहले. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय द वर्ड रिलेटिव एटॉमिक मास? रिलेटिव एटॉमिक मास एक बार समझ गए, ये स्टिफ नहीं है. रिलेटिव एटॉमिक मास ऑफ एन एलिमेंट tells us how heavy an element is when it is compared with 1/12 the mass of a carbon 12 atom, where carbon 12 is assigned a value of 12 unit atomic mass units. समझते हैं? Relative atomic mass of an element, कोई भी एलिमेंट ले लो जैसे ऑक्सीजन, tells us कि ऑक्सीजन कितना हैवी है. अभी इसमें आपने एक बोलोगे सर you did not write about light, it could have been light also. So it's like this. Say if I say Ananya is 1.2 Jaideep, so it is obviously understood she is heavier than me, 1.2. If I say Ananya is 0.8 times heavy as Jaideep, that means she is lighter than Jaideep. We are doing science, so हम heavy light दो word नहीं लिखेंगे. If the number is more than 1, you are heavier. If the number is equal to 1, you and me are same. If the number is less than 1, then you are lighter. Have you understood? So atomic mass, or rather relative atomic mass, is mass of an atom. Mass of an atom abruptly does not help me in any way, because you can't measure the mass of an atom. How can you measure? इतना सा छोटा सा चीज है, उसका मास हम कहां से मेजर करेंगे? और मेजर कर भी लिया तो कैसा नंबर आएगा जरा सोचो तो, 0.000000000000000 समथिंग ग्राम्स. इससे क्या कैलकुलेशन करोगे? करोगे भी तो गंदा कैलकुलेशन आएगा, रियलिस्टिक तो नहीं होगा ना. अब हमें रियलिस्टिक करना है. Are you understanding? It's like carrying a lot of US dollars and entering in Zimbabwe. Suddenly you find you have become very, 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 very rich. So that time if you compare directly with one Zimbabwean dollar and one US dollar, काम ही नहीं करेगा ना. You have to take this many Zimbabwean dollar and compare with one. तभी थोड़ा numbers also have to be handsome when you do calculation. Are you understanding? If I try to measure your weight and parallelly the weight of amoeba, ये दोनों को कंपेयर करने से मतलब ये कैलकुलेशन हो पाएगा नहीं ना, गंदा लगेगा ना. तो कुछ एक स्केल बनाना पड़ेगा जहां आपका और अमीबा का वेट बराबर आए किसी तरह. ये वही कोशिश हो रही है, क्योंकि एज केमिस्ट वी विल ऑल से 16 ग्राम ले आओ, 20 ग्राम ले आओ. हम तो ये नहीं कह सकते ना बेटा गो एंड गेट सम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, हाउ मच, गेट मी 0.00000000023 zeros grams carbon dioxide. Makes any sense? कैसे करते हैं? The relative atomic mass of an element tells us how heavy the element is. This is an element, how heavy it is when compared to carbon, when compared to 1/12 of carbon, when carbon itself has been assigned a value of 12 atomic mass unit. तो बेसिकली आप कितनों के साथ कंपेयर कर रहे हो? 1 के साथ कंपेयर कर रहे हो. कार्बन खुद है 12. बहुत सारे एग्जांपल से समझाएंगे अभी आपको, ठीक है? अभी कॉपी मत कीजिए, टाइम देंगे आपको. अब देखते हैं कुछ चीज. लेट्स लुक एट हाइड्रोजन. हाइड्रोजन हैज बीन असाइन्ड अ रिलेटिव एटॉमिक मास ऑफ फर्स्ट एलिमेंट ना, तो इसका 1U है. हाइड्रोजन्स रिलेटिव एटॉमिक मास इज 1U. व्हाट डज इट मीन? हाइड्रोजन इज 1 times as heavy as 1/12 of 1 कार्बन. हिसाब मिला के दिखा लो. कार्बन कितना है बेटा? कार्बन है 12U. Agreed? What is 1/12 of 1 carbon? 1/12U into, 1/12 into 12U, which is 1U. क्या यही हाइड्रोजन नहीं है? So my question is hydrogen lighter than carbon or heavier? Light कहां सेम हुआ? कैसे सेम होगा? कैसे सेम होगा? कहां वो 1U है? तो समझे नहीं फिर बात. उसके 1/12 के बराबर है. What is 1U? 1U is 1/12 of carbon. ध्यान दीजिए बोर्ड पे. 1 कार्बन इज 12U. आपको मेरे फुल वेट के साथ कंपेयर करने की अथॉरिटी नहीं है. आप मेरे 1/12 के साथ ही कंपेयर करेंगे. इस चीज को कितना सुंदर से बनाया गया है. अब आप देखो. सो हाइड्रोजन इज 1 times as heavy as carbon? No, 1/12 of carbon. So let us now go to oxygen. Oxygen has a mass number of 16, okay, and an atomic number of 8. If you see in books, they will say oxygen's relative atomic mass is 16U. So what does it mean? Oxygen is 16 times as heavy as 1/12 the mass of carbon atom. What is 1/12 the mass of carbon atom? 1U. So oxygen is 16U means what? 16 times as heavy. अगर ये समझ में आ रहा है, कार्बन से पहले जितने लोग हैं ना, दे आर ऑल लाइटर देन कार्बन. ऑब्वियसली द पीरियोडिक टेबल इज इन द ऑर्डर ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग एटॉमिक मासेस एंड एटॉमिक नंबर्स. So what is relative atomic mass? Relative atomic mass tells us how heavy, this is in your course, how heavy an atom is when it is made to compare with 1/12 the mass of a carbon atom, where carbon atom has been assigned the value of 12 atomic mass unit. So let's take one more, something like say copper. I don't know, copper should be 56, I think, if I'm not wrong. So an atom of copper is how heavy? 56 times heavy. As carbon? No. 56 times heavy as 1/12 the mass of carbon atom. तभी तो जाके हाइड्रोजन का 1 मैच करेगा. हाइड्रोजन फर्स्ट में है ना 1. आप कार्बन नहीं लेके अगर नाइट्रोजन लेते ना तो 1/14 द मास के साथ, इसको स्टैंडर्ड मान लिया गया 1/12, क्योंकि जब एटॉमिक मासेस, दिस एलिमेंट वाज डिस्कवर्ड वे बिफोर, मेनी मोर एलिमेंट्स वर नॉट डिस्कवर्ड. आप हाइड्रोजन लेके भी कर सकते थे. देन एवरी एलिमेंट वुड हैव बीन 1 times as heavy. Hydrogen, helium is, what is the mass of helium? 4. The helium is 4 times as heavy as hydrogen. But that is not the protocol, na? That we will see why it's not the protocol. Helium is 4 times as heavy as hydrogen. Look here. I have got a currency X, and this is a standard currency, say A. X is almost, say, half of A, poor currency. There is another currency which is Y, which is 1/4 of A. So X और Y में क्या relation हुआ? X is double the value of Y ना? Simple. ये मैथमेटिक्स समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? ना ऐसे ही मुंडी हिला रहे हो क्योंकि मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. X is half times of A and Y is 1/4 of A. So between X and Y, what is the relation? X is half times and this is 1/4. X और Y के बीच में क्या relation हुआ? X is equal to A by 2. Y is equal to A by 4. X by Y करने से कितना आएगा? A by 2 divided by A by 4. So A by 2 into 4 by A. X is 2 times of Y ना? क्या भाई, रेशियो के प्रॉब्लम में नहीं हो रहा है. X is 2 times of Y. X equal to 2Y. इसमें क्या मुश्किल हो रहा है समझने में? मेरी करेंसी इस कंट्री के करेंसी के हाफ है, तुम्हारी कंट्री की करेंसी इस करेंसी से 1/4 है. तुम और गरीब हुए ना मुझसे, तो मेरे और तुम्हारे बीच में मैं तुमसे डबल अमीर हूं ना. ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो ये ग्रेड 6 प्रॉब्लम है. हाँ तो फिर सवाल क्यों उठाया था? With this country's currency is half of this country's currency. This country's currency is 1/4 of this country's currency. This is standard ना. So between them ये अमीर नहीं हुआ 2 गुना. अभी भी प्रॉब्लम है क्या किसी को? अच्छा वेरी गुड. नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते, फिर तो वही पढ़ते रहो CBSE वाला. So what is relative atomic mass? The relative atomic mass tells us how heavy an atom is as compared to 1/12 the mass of a carbon atom, where carbon atom has been assigned the value of 12U. When this definition comes, this entire thing is supposed to be written. And if you mug it up and write, you will goof it up because you have not understood. So first understand, it's a relative. Relative means how heavy I am as compared to whom? Carbon 12. How much of that? 1/12. Does carbon 12 have a value? Number to dena padega na? Yes, its value is 12 atomic mass unit. Therefore, if you say nitrogen is 14U, that means nitrogen is 14 times as heavy as 1/12 of carbon. Have we understood? So now let's take up a small data, and that will make your life clear for any of the calculations that we will be doing. Right. So we say 1 atom of oxygen. धीरे धीरे देखते जाओ. 1 atom of oxygen has a mass number. कितना ब्यूटीफुल चीज आएगा देखो. Has a mass number of 16. What does this mean? An atom of oxygen in its nucleus has got 16 nucleons, 8 protons, 8 neutrons. How do you know 8 protons? Because oxygen's atomic number is 8. Second, one atom of oxygen's relative atomic mass is equal to, in earlier days books it used to be written AMU, books of these days write 16U. ठीक है? अब एक मेजरमेंट फीलिंग आना चाहिए. अभी आप बहुत सारे बुक्स में देखोगे, जब आप go to grade 11 and all, they will state oxygen is 16 grams, nitrogen is 14 grams. तो फिर से बात आ गई, how can one atom of oxygen be 16 grams? But मैं भी लिखूंगा 16 grams. One atom of oxygen has a atomic mass of, देखो दोनों में फर्क हो रहा है, ये रिलेटिव है, एटॉमिक मास, इसका खुद का मास कितना है 16 ग्राम्स, और ये लिखते ही आपके दिमाग में एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं मिल रहा है. हाउ कैन वन एटम बी 16 ग्राम्स? दिस इज नॉट द ग्राम्स दैट यू सी एट रत्नदीप एंड अदर स्टोर्स. दिस ग्राम इज स्पेसिफिक टू केमिस्ट्री एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड, इसको एक्चुअली लिखना चाहिए था गामू, लिखते नहीं है, मीन्स ग्राम एटॉमिक मास, ग्राम एटॉमिक मास यूनिट. और इसको शॉर्ट फॉर्म में कैसे लिखते हैं? जस्ट स्ट्रेट अवे लिख देते हैं 16 ग्राम्स. दिस इज नॉट द 16 ग्राम्स ऑफ, दिस इज नॉट द 16 ग्राम्स ऑफ द नॉर्मल मार्केट 16 ग्राम्स दैट यू सी. ये बहुत छोटा यूनिट है. दिस इज ग्राम एटॉमिक मास यूनिट, ऑल्सो नोन एज गामू. पर कोई गामू लिखेगा नहीं, वो 16 ग्राम्स लिखता है. अब सवाल आता है, ऐसा आपने क्यों किया? Once we all are small, we have taken this Anvita as our reference, and we all are small by her in 5th digit decimal. We all are small at least by 5th digit decimal, but all of us, our values lie in that 5th digit decimal. So if we ignore, and in our world we create, suppose she is 0.0005 and this fellow is 0.0006. So we said ये सब point abolish करो, तुम 5 हो, तुम 6 हो. Somebody is 0.00012, तुम 1.2 हो. एक ही तो बात हुआ ना. Next day onwards, all of you before coming to class either have eat something or sleep. I don't know what you do. Please don't yawn and sleep in the class. And if you find that I've stressed that many times, yawning, I've said many times, if you do not eat and come, and if you're coming from school, then then we can do some maths class or whatever you learn. I can teach a dull class. And I'll not get angry, don't worry. But I can teach you. I can have yawning faces in this class. This will be taught to you in one definition. I can finish it in one definition. मैं आपको आसान करके समझा रहा हूँ. आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं, आप सोए जा रहे हो. या तो अपना खाना बढ़ाओ बच्चा, या तो you eat. And I'm sick and tired of telling parents. I won't tell again. That's not my job. या तो आप घर से खाना खा के आइए, या फिर यहाँ पे खाना लेके आइए, पर मेरे सामने सोते मत रहिए. That's highly demoralizing for me because I am up since 5:15 in the morning. मैं अभी तक नहीं सोया हूँ. आपसे भी ज्यादा काम करता हूँ, मुझे नींद नहीं आती है. हाँ, पर आपको पढ़ा के जब आप घर चला जाऊंगा ना, and after I have my dinner, then I start dozing off. And then it makes a sense when other people are watching TV rather than me doing this, get to the bed and sleep. Are you irritating others? इतना क्यों नींद आता है बेटा इस एज में? अगर नींद आता है तो मैंने बोला ना, there is deficiency. Get the checking done. It's not that I tell many people, get some evaluations, get yourself tested for iron, get yourself tested for vitamins. You all are deficient in that. That's why you all are sleeping. How can you sleep at 7:30 in the evening? You came from school at what time? 3:34. नहीं खाए हैं क्या? कोई नहीं खा रहा है. ऐसे पढ़ा के क्या मजा आता है यार? I lose interest. Anyways, atomic mass of oxygen is 16 gram atomic mass unit, which is actually 16 GAMU. It's a very small unit, but written as 16 grams. और आगे चल के केमिस्ट्री में जब आप कोई भी कैलकुलेशन करोगे ना, आप बोलोगे, जैसे आपको किसी ने बोला CO2, 1 मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ CO2, व्हाट इज द मॉलिक्यूलर मास? ये तो मॉलिक्यूल है, तो आप इसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास कैसे कैलकुलेट करोगे बताए? आप 12 ग्राम ले लोगे, किसके लिए? कार्बन के लिए, क्योंकि उनके दुनिया में सब ग्राम 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 है, हम लोग सब छोटे हैं। अब आपस में फिर डेसिमल की क्या जरूरत है? आपस में डेसिमल की जरूरत नहीं है ना, वी कैन असाइन नंबर्स टू ईच वन ऑफ अस। ऑक्सीजन कितना है? 16 ग्राम्स। कितने ऑक्सीजन? 2 ऑक्सीजन, सबको जोड़ने से कितना होगा? 44 ग्राम्स। क्योंकि जब आपको अभी मैं लॉ ऑफ कांस्टेंट प्रोपोर्शन पढ़ाऊंगा, व्हेन आई गो बाय द चैप्टर, द फर्स्ट थिंग दे विल बी रिटन इज CO2 is 44 grams. तो आपका मन ही नहीं मानेगा, how can CO2 be 44 grams? That too, 1 molecule of CO2. This is not the gram that you are thinking. This gram has been assigned so that calculations become easy. Otherwise, you will be dealing with numbers which are very, very, very small. Tell me, if I take you to Zimbabwe and I give you Zimbabwean dollars in hand, and I say every day that if I ask you how much money you have to speak in US dollar value. तुम्हारे मुश्किल नहीं हो जाएगा? You are carrying some 63 Zimbabwean dollars. Tell me in US dollar value. बार बार so I have 0.0003861 US dollar ऐसे बोलोगे क्या बार बार? नहीं ना। उल्टा क्या करोगे? तुम इंडिया से गए हो ना, तुम भी अपने पैसों को जिम्बाब्वेन डॉलर में कन्वर्ट कर लो। तुम्हें सब लोग आके पांव में फूल लेके जाएंगे, सेठ है हमारा। बिकॉज यहां से जो आदमी 1 लाख रुपए लेके गया, वो तो वहां पे बहुत बड़ा आदमी बन गया ना इन जिम्बाब्वेन डॉलर्स। बट वन थिंग व्हिच वी एड्रेस्ड इज एवरीबॉडी इज हैविंग द सेम करेंसी नाउ। दैट इज व्हाट वी वांट। एवरीबॉडी शुड हैव द सेम करेंसी, एंड द करेंसी शुड बी इन अ नंबर व्हिच इज इजी टू एड्रेस, नॉट इन पॉइंट्स। इफ आई कन्वर्ट एवरीवन इन जिम्बाब्वे to US dollars and I go to Zimbabwe with 20,000 US dollars, I am the only one in a whole number, rest all will be in decimals. कैसे कैलकुलेशन करोगे? अच्छा नहीं लगता है ना। रादर क्या करो, उनको होल नंबर्स में रखो, आप होल नंबर में कन्वर्ट हो जाओ, और आपको देख के ओम्बा उम्बा से ऐसे करके देखे जाएगा, आप राजा बन गए हो, वहां पे बहुत पैसा है आपके पास। समझ में आया? तो यहां भी वही चीज है, ये सारे छोटे छोटे प्राणी हैं, इनमें ग्राम नहीं हो सकता है, लेकिन सांप लोग आपस में आसपास है। क्यों? कैसे पता चला? सर हम सब ने अपने आप को कार्बन के साथ कंपेयर किया उसके 1/12 में, तो हम सब आसपास आए। हाइड्रोजन को मिला 1, बेरिलियम को मिला 4, ऑक्सीजन को मिला 16। 16 मतलब 16 ग्राम नहीं, ससुरा 16 टाइम्स हेवी है, उस चिन्हों का भी 1/12 का 16 टाइम्स है, लेकिन आपस में तो होल नंबर्स मिले ना सबको। आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो एटॉमिक मास नाउ becomes of oxygen becomes what you call gram atomic mass, which you see as 16 grams. But the question is still unanswered. अगर हम ऑक्सीजन के एटम को मान लो पकड़ लिया ऐसे और रत्नदीप में जाके रख ले, तो उसका एक्चुअल मास कितना होगा? ये भी तो एक सवाल है, उसका भी एक कैलकुलेशन है। वो कैलकुलेशन है, अभी क्या सिखाया था? मोल सिखाया था ना। 1 मोल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एटम्स, मैंने एटम्स लिख दिया, क्यों? 1 मोल इज नॉट 1 एटम। हाउ मेनी एटम्स? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, very big। इसका जो मास होगा ना, ये होगा 16 ग्राम, एंड दिस ग्राम इज रत्नदीप वाला ग्राम। पूरा अगर आप ये ब्यौरा देखो, ये कितना सुंदर है, ये एक ही नंबर पे खेल रहा है, अलग अलग वैल्यूज पे देखो। So if you know the mass number from the periodic table, you goddamn know everything. What is the relative atomic mass? What is the gram atomic mass? And this is what? This is not mass of one atom. Mass of 1 mole of atoms. सुनिए, ये mass of one atom नहीं है, तो इस mass का एक separate नाम है, इसको हम बोलते हैं molar mass. What is the molar mass of oxygen? 16 grams. Is it the Ratnadeep grams? Yes. मतलब रत्नदीप के कांटे में अगर आपको 16 देखना है तो हाउ मेनी एटम्स यू शुड ड्रॉप? 1 2 3 4 5 6.023 इंटू 10 to the power 23 इतना डालेंगे तब जाके वजन कितना आएगा? 16 grams. Which means the most interesting part, that is finally वही बात है ना, one oxygen atom का exact mass कितना होगा? So many gives 16. Yes, very good. 16 by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. Do you see the denominator is very very big, large number. तो इसका क्वेश्चन कितना आएगा? डिवाइड करें तो चिन्नू सा आएगा. That is actual grams. Now is it satisfying? इलायची अगर 2 ग्राम है तो ऑक्सीजन का वजन कितना आ रहा है? बहुत कम. आपको ये नंबर चाहिए तो वो भी, आई थिंक वी हैव अ साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर हियर ना, वी कैन कैलकुलेट एंड टेल यू. जब तक आप ये लिखिए, इसको समझेंगे 3-4 बार समझेंगे. जब तक ये नहीं समझोगे, व्हाट वाज द वैल्यू? 16 डिवाइडेड बाय हाउ मच? 6.022 10 to the power 23. Okay, let me see where is this exponent. Okay, into 10 to the power 1 minute. 16.022 into 1 minute. 1 minute divided by 6.022 into 10 to the power how much? 23. Okay. इसमें ना करना ही मुश्किल है. 10 to the power x दिखाता है. Exponents, I have not used this. Okay, got it. So this value is, अगर आप वैल्यू चाहिए आपको 2.65 into 10 to the power minus 23 grams. This is the actual mass of an oxygen atom. अगर आप ये मास लेके कैलकुलेशन करोगे, आपको कोई मजा आएगा मैथमेटिक्स करके? अच्छा, जो इसके साथ में अगर हमने कार्बन को लिया ना, कार्बन का मास भी इतना ही कुछ 10 to the power minus 23 आएगा. तो ये सब हटा दो ना. बोलो मैं 2.65, तुम 1.25. हम तो हमारी दुनिया में खेल रहे हैं, हमें बाहर से क्या लेना देना है? That is this gram atomic mass. So you learned one thing first. What is atomic mass? Atomic mass is the mass of an element. And as per SI, you should always denote it in grams. Correct? If you try to denote it in grams, you get a very small number. It doesn't make sense. So what we denote is always known as relative atomic mass. So in relative atomic mass, we are actually stating the mass of the atom compared to 1/12 the mass of one standard, which is carbon. And that carbon has been assigned the value of 12U. So everyone is compared to 1/12 of 12U. So if hydrogen is 1, it means hydrogen is 1 times as heavy as 1/12 of 12U. So 1 times as heavy as 1/12 of 12U. 1 by 12 into 12 is how much? 1. So 1 time. Oxygen is 16 times. So that is one way of finding it, relative atomic mass. So what is the atomic mass expressed in grams? The relative atomic mass expressed in grams is known as gram atomic mass. In the books of chemistry, when you go in higher classes, this AMU word nobody will write. So they will write it as 16 gram, 16 gram. So 16 gram means 16 gram atomic mass. However, for dealing with real life, we need to know what is called as molar mass. So now if you look at your periodic table, आप अपना periodic table खोलो और कोई भी एटम उठाओ, अपने चॉइस का कोई भी एक एटम उठा लो, कोई भी एक एटम, आपकी मर्जी, कोई भी एक एटम उठाइए. सिलिकॉन. सिलिकॉन के ऊपर कितना लिखा हुआ है देखो? हाँ, 14. सिलिकॉन में 14 लिखा है. It means silicon's molar mass is 14 grams. Molar mass, not one atom of silicon. 1 mole of silicons will weigh 14 grams. कुछ भी और एक उठा लीजिए. Anything else? Nitrogen. Silicon? नाइट्रोजन देखो, नाइट्रोजन का कितना है? सिलिकॉन इज नॉट 14, दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग. सिलिकॉन इज 14 is atomic number. Silicon's mass is 28. 28. 14 is nitrogen's mass. 235. Gallium, whatever is. So that is the molar mass of that. Have we understood? So when I teach this chapter, at that time this topic will come up. They will say only what is atomic mass and relative atomic mass. What is relative atomic mass? Relative atomic mass is the relative mass of an atom. Related to whom? Carbon 12. No, 1/12 of carbon 12. Expressed in a unit called atomic mass unit, denoted by U. Only U. In modern books of chemistry, you will see only U. So they will write silicon as 28U. What is the molar mass of silicon? 28. Molar mass is 28 grams. If you bring 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules, sorry, atoms of silicon, then it will show on the digital scale how much? 28 grams. What is the mass number of silicon? 28. So the same number keeps hovering, and this is the beauty of this part. ये समझोगे तो ही स्टोइकोमेट्री के प्रॉब्लम्स हम कर पाएंगे. और मुझे इनिशियल ज्ञान देना आपको कुछ नहीं था. नाउ वी कैन गो एंड स्टार्ट द चैप्टर. रेडी? सो चलिए. या
Sir, I just have a general question. Will we have to memorize the
No, nothing. Nobody asked you. There is no mention of periodic table in NCERT at all. NCERT teaches you first time periodic table in grade 11. Yeah, but if you earlier, there was a chapter in grade 10 called periodic variation of periodic elements. It was there in grade 10, but in grade 10 it has been taken off. So it makes your life more miserable, because when you go to grade 10, 11, the course in 11 has not been moderated that way. They think that you know everything and you are coming. 20 तक आपको जानना चाहिए, because why did I make you understand all this? Now you will understand when you. Now just do one thing as we start this chapter, and I'll come read this chapter typically in the NCERT manner. There'll be many places where I'll ask yourself, you know this information, that's why you're able to gulp it. If you don't know it, then you'll just take it by the way. Oh, this is like that. Iron is like that. Even those predicting those chemical formulas. ठीक है? चलें? Yeah.
So do we have to? Is there any way to calculate the atomic mass?
Is there any way to calculate the? No, you know the mass number. If we know the mass number, then you know that is the molar mass. But you will see there is another question, that the question that I was expecting from you is different. Mass number is the count of nucleons. If you see your book or your periodic table, many things are in decimal. Just see.
Yes.
How can count of nucleons be in decimal? ये किसी ने नहीं पूछा. नहीं, डेसिमल में कैसे है? देखो डेसिमल में है, सब डेसिमल में रहेगा, कुछ कुछ छोटे छोटे. डेसिमल में कैसे रह रहे हैं? नहीं, डेसिमल में कैसे रह रहा है? मास नंबर तो डेसिमल नहीं हो सकता ना. मास नंबर इज काउंट ऑफ न्यूक्लियन, आइदर प्रोटॉन्स और न्यूट्रॉन्स. तो डेसिमल कैसे हुआ? ये क्वेश्चन पार्क रखिए, ये आपको पूछना चाहिए था. It will be there. Everything is in decimal. Carbon is not exactly 12. It will be 12.0006. ये देखेंगे आगे. चले. हाँ, वो सब तो पढ़ाते ही नहीं है बेटा. मुझे ही नहीं पता आप जो सब चीज बोल रहे हो. चलो. Okay. So we start our chapter with two laws. Law of conservation of mass. अब आ गए हम बुक पे, थर्ड चैप्टर के. Law of conservation of mass. Okay. इस जाने से पहले Antonin Lavoisier, he was a French chemist. थोड़ा सा स्टोरी भी सुनिए. He was an excellent French chemist, very literate, very laureate. इसका गिलोटिन हुआ था लेकिन फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन में, because he was found guilty of money laundering. Facts about how many of your schools have learned about French Revolution?
The person who invented the guillotine only the
Interesting. मैरी एंटोनियट का नाम सुना है आपने? वाइफ का नाम है मैरी एंटोनियट। इन दोनों के पास पैलेस ने, इन्होंने बहुत ज्यादा उस टाइम पे फ्रांस में लोग अमीर अमीर बन गए, गरीब गरीब बन गए। Mary Antoinette had no idea about anything about what is happening around. She was actually, जैसे कहते हैं ना, like a royal fool होके बैठी रही थी। Like people used to come and ask her, there are people, children have nothing to eat, and she used to say, they have no bread. She used to say, give them cakes. ये बड़ा famous है। YouTube में जाके आप देख सकते हो some French movies where Louis XVI was the king who actually decided guillotine as one way of capital punishment. And he himself was also guillotined. सर काट दिया जाता है ना। और जब इनका गिलोटिन हुआ था at that time, there are movies. I mean, you will feel sorry for Mary Antoinette. Louis XVI was still brought royally, and it is public guillotine. Mary Antoinette was almost brought like a slave. बाल वाल काट के लेके आया था। तब बहुत सारे लोगों को फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन के टाइम पे ऐसे सजाए मौत दिया गया था। इसमें एंटोनाइन लेवॉइसर भी है। He is actually the father of chemistry, one sort of. लेकिन public money laundering में he was found, and he is said to be the only person, because in those days hanging as a mode of death was not yet, popular. Before that, in the Roman era, crucifixion was there, which was considered very painful. So here they used to say pain is it's very quick death. But Antonin Lavoisier's eyes are said to blink after the head even was taken off. The head goes in a basket and that is shown to the royal jury. चलो ये एंटोनाइन लेवॉइसियर की कहानी सुनो। एंटोनाइन लेवॉइसियर ये भी कह के गया है, if the world was destroyed, just leave one information, that matter is made up of atoms. If you leave this much information, the generations who come after, they will be able to decode everything, and science within 80-90 years can again come up. So he gave this law which is known as law of conservation of mass. Now इसमें क्या होता है? Now there are some interesting facts. Now इसका अगर, if this person was guillotined in French Revolution, that means this law was given before French Revolution. So we are talking something in the period of 1700s or 1600s. This law nowadays, in those days, nuclear chemistry was not known. Nuclear chemistry was not known. So when you go for nuclear reactions, then this law is not valid. So we are going and talking something classical chemistry. We are now in some 18th century. He says that matter, okay, whatever matter we have, matter is not destroyed in a chemical reaction. He says matter is never destroyed in a chemical reaction. What does that mean? It means that when a chemical reaction takes place and reactants change into products, that change happens. But matter overall means, if I take this tower of argentum and I do some chemical reaction such that it gets into all powder, if argentum was weighing 10 kilo, after the reaction, if I take all the powder and I weigh them, I should get how much? 10 kilo. There is no loss of matter. From this, what do we say? He used to say that the mass of reactants, okay, is always equal to the mass of products. When a chemical reaction takes place, what happens in a chemical reaction? In a chemical reaction, reactants change to products. So in a chemical reaction, there can be change of reactants, but the mass before and the mass after always remains the same. Let's take one example. C plus O2 gives me CO2. Experimentally, it has been found out, is this balanced? This is balanced. That if you actually take 12 grams of carbon, 12 grams of carbon, now you will not understand, will only consume how much? 32 grams of oxygen. This is what, like you are burning this carbon in atmosphere. In atmosphere, there is abundant oxygen, but it will not take all the oxygens. How to explain you this? This is called the law of limiting reactant. Say, for example, मेरे घर में अभी दूध अनलिमिटेड है, चाय पत्ती अनलिमिटेड है, पानी अनलिमिटेड है, और मुझे एक कप चाय में 1 चम्मच चीनी चाहिए, otherwise I'll not accept that tea. Are you understanding? I have unlimited stock of milk, I have unlimited stock of tea leaves, but I have only 1 spoon sugar left in my house. How much tea can I consume? Only 1 cup. That is called the law of limiting reactant. The reactant which is in limited quantity will always decide the reaction. कार्बन कितना है? 12 grams. इतना कोयला में लेके आया. ऑक्सीजन कितना है? भरमार. रिएक्शन कब तक चलेगा? जब तक 12 ग्राम कार्बन जल ना जाए. ये 12 ग्राम कार्बन कितना ऑक्सीजन पिएगा? 32 grams ऑक्सीजन पिएगा. This is established experimentally. और उस वक्त जितना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकला उसको जब मेजर किया गया वो एग्जैक्टली 44 ग्राम्स ही पाया गया है. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? दिस इज द लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास. द लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास सेज मास इज नेवर डिस्ट्रॉयड इन अ केमिकल रिएक्शन. In a chemical reaction, reactants change into products. However, total mass of reactants will always match total mass of products. In the reactants, we had 12 and 32. When the reaction happens, then also what we are getting is 44 grams. इतना समझ में आया? Say for example, एक और reaction देखते हैं. जैसे CaO, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड प्लस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, ये हमें देता है CaCO3, कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट, which is nothing but limestone. So कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का, and right now see I am using 44. This 44, that's why I explained you atomic mass. This 44 is molar mass of carbon. 44. इसका कितना होगा? Calcium is 40, and what about oxygen? Oxygen is 16. So 40 plus 16 makes it how much? How much? 56. CaCO3 होता है हमारा exactly 100 grams. सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड होता है 98 grams. ये भी law of conservation. Now question arises, why does this, which is not in your book but you should understand, why does this not apply to ये जो atom bomb से इतना destruction कैसे होता है? Atom bombs and all follow nuclear reaction. In nuclear reaction, element completely changes into another element. ये सारे reaction में element नहीं बदलता है. Like uranium 235, if you bomb uranium 235 with a neutron, it will become krypton and it will also become another element. So there is, if you take a what you call, this is reactant and this is say product. Suppose this is a nuclear reaction, you will find that the mass on this side is very high and the mass on this side is quite low. बाकी का mass कहाँ गया? That is released as energy. That's what Einstein says, E equal to mc square. I don't know how much you all know. The concept of mass and energy is, if the whole energy of the universe can be brought into compact at one place, it gets converted to mass. Are you understanding? And that same mass, if it is sent in the speed of light, it gets converted to energy. C is the speed of light. So in nuclear reactions, the reactant mass is never equal to the product mass. So nowadays this law has been changed. How do we change this law? We say the total mass and energy of reactants should be equal to the total mass and energy of the products. But Lavoisier के टाइम पे nuclear reactions पता ही नहीं था, तो उन्होंने जो लॉ दिया वो केमिकल रिएक्शंस के लिए है. ये लॉ न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शंस को सपोर्ट नहीं करता, क्योंकि न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शंस में रिएक्टेंट मास विल बी वेरी हाई, प्रोडक्ट मास विल बी लेस. वेयर डिड द अदर मास गो? दैट सेम मास इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू. So let's see and take some example. It says that there is a reaction in which they used barium chloride. समझिए चीज को. Barium chloride was made to react with sodium sulfate. Okay, sodium sulfate, and this reaction gave me barium chloride. So it will just switch over, it will become barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Now some data they are giving us. So the data is the mass of barium chloride that they took was 20.8 grams. अच्छा, what does Lavoisier tell us? Lavoisier says इसको जोड़ के जितना मिला, इसको जोड़ने से भी उतना ही आना चाहिए. That is the law of conservation of mass, because after all, mass cannot be destroyed. Mass before the reaction should be equal to mass after the reaction. ठीक है? So then they say sodium sulfate they took was 14.2 grams, and then they found that the mass of barium sulfate formed was 23.3 grams, and the mass of sodium chloride formed was 11.7. This is one type of problem where they say show that this reaction is actually happening in convergence with law of conservation of mass. So what should you, how should you prove it? You prove that the reactant mass should be equal to the product mass. करके देखो, इन दोनों को जोड़ के देखते हैं कि ये होता है कि नहीं. 20.8 and we are doing it 82. So 8 plus 2, 10, 0, 1, 4, 5, 35.0 grams on this side, and 23.3 added with 11.7. So 0, 5, and 3. Yes. This proves the law of conservation of mass. So ऐसे simple questions आ जाते हैं. Or say some other question. Okay, let's take one more question and see whether we are able to do or not. Calcium carbonate decomposes on heating. तो मैं आपके लिए reaction लिख देता हूँ. Calcium carbonate decomposes on heating, मतलब टूट जाता है, and it will decompose to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay. Now this is not important for you. What is important is decompose. So when 10 gram of calcium carbonate, 10 gram was decomposed completely. When they decomposed it completely, 5.6 gram of calcium oxide was formed. They are asking now, calculate the mass of carbon dioxide formed and which law does it obey? 4.4, and it obeys the law of conservation of mass, and law of conservation of mass was given by Antoine Lavoisier. ये पहला लॉ समझ में आया?